Hello, welcome back to 2B2T. We are here with 660 people online. I've ordered some food. We'll see if we can finish this episode before it arrives. Going for some chicken tenders and fries today. I ate a little bit ago. I had some carbonara. It was really good, but it's like my stomach's just saying, you know what? It wasn't enough. You need more. Sometimes I have battles with my stomach. But my stomach has a way of, if it doesn't get what it wants, I start getting a headache. And I have a headache. I don't know if anybody else experiences that. My tummy has trained me very well. Which is unfortunate because the tummy keeps getting bigger and bigger. And that's no fun. So they built a spiral up because they wanted to walk up and down, or they were just trying to do it. No, they were actually building a spiral staircase. It has a sign. Art. Ah, so that's what this is. Well, let's admire the art. Come on, we can't deny the artistic style, right? Here, we're gonna come back and okay, there, we got all of it. So let's do this. Let's turn off this for a second. There we go. Let's get a screenshot. All right. There we go. Very good, very good. We'll turn that back on. Turn these back on. Oops, I'm being attacked by something. So probably a... yeah, a zombie. Let's come out here a little bit because I'll post it. Oh, we have more stuff. Okay, but just a second. We have to post our art. Let's see. Do here. Sign. Is label LE? No, it's yeah. Says this is art. There we go. Okay, cool. Well, we found something at the beginning of this. If we had gone just a little bit further on the last episode, we could have labeled that episode art. But nope. So we got the piglins up there guarding the portals. We've got the perfect chunk square here with a bunch of signs. Well, this is cool that we found something. Oh, the evil banner. One chunk desert. So we got Mason, our admins, in March. Ra was here. Chicken, Nobo, Ranch, and Jorn 2 have all been here to the One Chunk Desert. I'm going to get a screenshot of this too. Why not? Cool. Well, that's neat. Even if this is all that's here in this area. That's cool. You know, that is the neat thing about 2B2Ts. You find little things like this. completely random. Block of obsidian, we'll take it. Someone's bed there. Completely random spot. And they put up a art tower, and then there's that one chunk desert in the middle of the ocean. You know what? I didn't even put my banner and sign at the desert. I'm getting distracted. My goodness. How could I gotta put my sign here, say I've been here. What's wrong with me? I was in such a hurry to post and share on Discord. Not even in my own Discord group. I'm really bad at that. I'll admit. My Discord channel is kind of just like bleh, dead. No, do. Ta-da. Okay, and doop. There we go. All right, now we feel better. We may continue. I hear you, Tummy. I hear you. Food's ordered. Don't panic. Where is it, by the way? It's probably still in the kitchen. Okay, so a driver's been assigned, but it's not picked up yet, so it's still prepping. I'm going to assume it's probably going to get here before this episode ends, so which means I'll have to interrupt the episode to go down and get my food because I don't want my fries to get, you know, non-crispy. There's nothing worse than a non-crispy French fry. I mean, in general, I would say if I'm going to have French fries, I want to be at the place that is making the fries, whether it's fast food or regular restaurant, doesn't matter. Just because I know that when I get them, they should be nice and crispy. There's nothing worse than a undercooked fry. I'd rather have an overcooked fry, honestly, to get the crispiness. So I hate it. Fast foods are difficult because sometimes, you know, I mean, they try to plan for like a rush of people, and so, all right, cook up a bunch of French fries, but then you order, and the French fry you get has been sitting in their little sun bin, their light bin, for the past 30 minutes. And so as a result, you know, your French fry is not crispy. Just realized that I've still got the highlights set. I was looking for and identifying slime chunks under my main base. We got the little slime farm that, you know, we built that you guys may have caught. There we go. Excuse me, Mr. Skeleton. Sorry. I wasn't interested in your arrows. But I forgot to turn off the ESP. Oh, our jump failed. Ah, blame the tree. The tree was in the way. We're going to just kind of follow this 1.12 path, I think, for a while. See if we discovers anything besides zombies wanting our brains. Is that what they want? Who said that zombies want brains, right? I mean, it's not the truth on all shows. I mean, there's the zombies that'll just eat you no matter what, and then there's the zombies that just kill you but don't eat you. But then there's the classic zombie. And the classic zombie wants your brains. What was it? It was called Warm Bodies, that movie where the zombified humans, if they ate someone else's brain, they kind of got the memories. So they weren't just temporarily, too. So they weren't attacking and eating other people's brains because they were hungry or just being vicious zombies. They actually had a little bit of thought. Well, someone cooked up some potatoes, some sputterwutters. I'm sorry, villager. I wasn't paying attention. It's nighttime. I attracted uninvited guests. Darn it, anyways. But anyways, the only reason they were eating the brains is because they would get a glimpse of what they used to have, memories, which they don't have anymore, evidently. And so they would eat the brains because they got the memories temporarily and it made them feel alive or something like that. That's a little weird. I guess. I don't know how eating a brain would let you share the memories that brain had stored. I don't see that. It's kind of like, well, I mean, I guess from that same logic, Starship Troopers, what is the brain bug? He'll sit there and it sucks out your brains, and when it sucks out your brains, it gets all of your memories and knowledge. I don't see how that works either. I mean, I guess when it comes down to it, memories are electrical impulses stored within your brain. And those electrical impulses are stored within certain cell types. I'm sure there's people that could explain it a lot better than I could. Do we just store zeros and ones in our brain just like a computer, and so we have, the cells just act as capacitors basically, giving a signal of 1 or 0, and then another cell just interprets the ones and zeros into thoughts? I think I read somewhere that the brain stores memories as like imprints, as images, you could think of it as. The imprint has a lot of additional data in it, but a lot of it is association, in that I'm lazy. Whee! In that I lost my train of thought. Most of your memory is not factual, if that's the right word, because your brain will store, let's say, an imprint of a scene, a location. Let's say a park, okay? Just a city park, park benches, a grassy area, some trees, a park pathway, things like that, right? Your brain stores that, but then when you recall it and when you think about it, it doesn't recall everything that was there at the park. the smells, the sights, the sounds, the look of everything, the colors. What it recalls is, lack of better words, data that says this is a park, so the grass should be green. This is a park, so these are flowers. Those are roses, so they're red, and those are dandelions, so they're yellow. That's a bench, so it's made out of wood. So it creates association. Just a minute, I'm seeing... Is that just a chunk of red stuff? Or is it a mined out chunk? It's nothing here. It's just, okay. Huh. I just saw that on the map. It's orange. It's still terracotta, but the map is showing it up as... Oh, because it's... Oh, never mind. Duh. The yellow overlay is causing it to look more orangey, when in reality, in a not reality, but the difference between 1.12 exploration and the 1.9 exploration is the the color tones. And so it's affecting the way things look on the map. We'll just skip over you, witch. We'll come down here to the river. Meander through the river, nice and calm through a boat, with our boat. Number of portals in the area. Probably a good sign that I should, fly around some more and look at things, but I didn't. No leftover chests under that temple, which means someone mined the chests out. We'll go pop into the village. Need to set a bed anyways. Then I need to check if my order is on its way. My phone beeped a little bit ago, so I may need to pause and go secure my foodses. Aw, did someone push you down here in the water, Mr. Gollum? How sad. I'm gonna assume that there's no stash here. Darn it anyways. Well, we can set our bed. And we can leave a sign. Let's say Fusion09a slept here. There we go. Perfect. I said I was going to check my phone. I haven't checked it. What if my food's sitting downstairs? My stomach will be very angry at me. It might do things. The power of the tummy over the brain. The force is powerful. The tummy force. The most powerful force there is. Which forces are the most powerful? You know, we have the dark side and we have the light side of the force. We have the tummy force. I would say we have the special activities force. I think you know what that is. It definitely drives various individuals. What other forces are there? Let me think. Hmm. I'm not sure. I mean, those are the ones that I would think of as, you know, have controlling factors over you, right? Because, I mean, you could be sitting there and, you know, a cute girl or a handsome guy walks by, depending on who you are and what you prefer, and you get the tingles, and you have no control over it. It just happens. That's a force, just like the light and dark force from Star Wars. And then same thing, tummy. You get a whiff of something, or you're just randomly doing something, and all of a sudden the tummy says, "Up, I'm hungry." It's a force. So there's nothing you can do about it, too. It just remains there until you take action. And for me, it typically means headache. Of, I'm going to give you pain until you feed me. Not because I'm starving or anything like that. Not at all. I eat too much as it is. And I'm getting round in the midsection in my age, which I never thought would happen, but I guess, you know, I guess it happens to the best of us. Some people are lucky and they can make it to 100 years old and still look like they're a teenager. But from a body standpoint, most of us, we hit a certain age and we start getting round. And even if you exercise, which I won't say I'm very consistent at, when it first started, you know, I did a 30-minute exercise routine every day. It was just a really simple one, you know, with different things you would do. You'd sit on a chair or a bench and you'd start this exercise and do different things throughout it. And it worked quite well. I mean, it didn't, at least, yeah, I did it for about 6 months straight. And it's not that it built up muscle mass and all that. It's not that type of exercise, but it kept the roundness at bay. Because it used to be that I walked every day back and forth to work before the pandemic. Then the pandemic came and I transferred to work at home model. And I also moved. Not that that matters. I could still walk to work from where I'm at. Or walk to one of the offices. We have multiple offices. Sorry. But I didn't walk anymore. I mean, sure, walk when I go out to the grocery store, or go out to a restaurant, or go out shopping, or things like that. But I just didn't walk the 1.5 miles to work anymore, back and forth every day. And so as a result, started putting on the roundness in the midsection. So I started the exercise program to try to keep it in bay. And then I went on a vacation that was several weeks long in Southeast Asia. And I stopped exercising because I was on vacation. Biggest mistake ever, probably. Because when I got back, I couldn't get myself to get back into that daily routine. I even bought an exercise bike thinking, oh, I love biking, but maybe I can use an exercise bike. No. One, the seat's uncomfortable, which I could fix, but it's just so boring. Even if I'm playing a video in front of me, it's so boring. I do love bicycling, but I want to be out really bicycling. You know, problem is I'm in the middle of a big city and the streets here are not built with bicycling in mind. They've tried, but Manila and Philippines roads are not friendly. And plus all the pollution anyways. You're just cycling down a city street with 10 billion cars. I mean, and most of them motorcycles. So what's the... Yeah, you know, there's not much motivation there. A lot of floating villages in this area with this chunk trail. It's kind of cool. It's neat when Minecraft does that. The differences in the terrains for the chunks and what's supposed to be in that chunk for the version of Minecraft. Come on, get me in my bed before the zombies get me. Oh no! I'm stuck and my elytra's being stupid. Take it off. I forgot to change it out. Ah, I do hate that about the elytra when you have it on, is that it puts you into fly mode sometimes when you're getting attacked or when you're just jumping over stuff. And it's like, no, I don't want to fly. Free me. You gotta love my variety of topics, right? I start talking about one thing and then the next moment I'm somewhere completely different in my conversation. Good thing this isn't a podcast, right? I could never stay on topic. Food, where are you? Out for delivery, but it's not showing the map, which means he's delivering someone else's order first. I don't know if they do that in all places. You know, most commonly I order from what's called Grab. It's just like Uber, when you think about it, except it's an Asian-based company and it's huge in cross country and everything. And food and package and groceries and of course cars, taxis, motorcycles. I mean, you can. That's one thing that's different is here in Asia is you can, instead of like Uber a car, you can grab a motorcycle and ride on a motorcycle to get somewhere, which is a lot faster in the city. Trust me. Not all people like it, and of course depending on weather, but you can do that, and you can order regular taxis through it too. It's Grab Taxi, but they partner with local taxi companies, and so it'll redirect the taxi to come pick you up, and it's usually a little bit cheaper rate. And you can order trucks and different styles of cars, all kinds of stuff, right? And you can order food and all of that, but recently, I don't know if it's just bad luck or whatever, but unless you choose the priority delivery, 9 times out of 10, they'll deliver somewhere else first. Probably because that other person has chosen priority delivery. It's a little bit more expensive on the delivery fee. Isn't a big deal, it's kind of a pain. And so the food takes forever. Oh, there, it just updated. He's delivered the other one. Now he's on his way here. So good timing since we're almost at 30 minutes here. 28 minutes. We'll be able to go get my food and satisfy my hunger so that the headache will go away. Ah, that is good. Very good. I love these guys. I hate they give you poison or slowness, but I love that they've added that into the game. Kind of like the husks in the snow or in the desert, or the snow skeletons. I don't know what they're called, but that give you slowness in a snow biome. And now they've, since the trial chambers, you get these mushroom zombies out of swamps and trial chambers. I think that's just cool. Or not zombies, but skeletons. Someone died. They got blown up by a creeper. How sad. The pickaxe is unenchanted. There's another creeper there. It's unenchanted materials. So it was a new player. Poor guy. Rip. Okay. We'll see if we can get out of here before it all despawns, so that we can leave a marker. Otherwise, it'll just be a sign that says "rip" next to a hole. I guess somebody will assume what it was. Huh. How sad. I don't know what I was talking about before then. That interrupted my thought process. Oh yeah, delivery drivers, things like that. I think something. Anyways, yeah. Delivery is expensive. These companies are expensive. They rip you off. I mean, you order, just like in the U.S., I ordered from Grubhub, from like Jack in the Box once, because I wanted the ultimate bacon cheeseburger and twister fries, which I hadn't had, and I didn't have access to get to the restaurant on foot or to travel there because I was at my brother's and they were at work and I was there, and I don't have a driver's license in the U.S. anymore. It expired. And in order to get a new one, you have to show proof of residence. And, well, I live in the Philippines. I don't have a U.S. address or no proof or no utility bills or rental agreements or anything like that to show that I live in the U.S. And so they won't give me a license, even though I'm a U.S. citizen. Very annoying. The suggestion was, well, you could go open a bank account and then wait until you get a statement. Okay, first of all, I don't live here in the U.S. And while, yes, I could go open a bank account in the U.S., I got rid of all mine a long time ago because why pay all these U.S. fees when I'm not going to be using that bank, right? But I would have to, like, either be there long enough to open an account and then get a statement to show that, hey, I live here, you know, and put my brother's address or my sister's address or something like that on it as a mailing. And then wait for a statement or try to ask them, hey, can you print me a statement that shows my address and shows the, you know, I have the minimum amount to open an account. You know, I don't know what that is in the U.S. anymore. Can you still open an account with $20? Or are you required to have some other amount? I know here in Asia, you can't just open a bank account. You have to have either a company account, because if you get hired here for a company, they will open a bank account for you at their preferred bank, and that's where your salary goes. Which, in a way, is kind of neat, honestly, because they do it for you. Salaries automatically deposited all the time. There's no such thing as checks over here. Well, there are, but they're just not used. If you want an account outside of that, it takes a big chunk of money to open an account. And if you're a foreigner, it's even more money. Because you're a foreigner, and they go, well, haha, you should have $signs, ching, ching, ching. So, yeah, $10,000, we'll open an account for you. You know, type of thing. All right, I'm going to pause here. I'm going to go eat. And we will see you in the next video. Take care.